Good morning, students. Today is a very good and important day in your academic life. We are starting your third year classes after completing your second year theory hours. Today is Chingam Fest, the new year beginning, and we are starting your new academic year also on Chingam Fest, because this is a very important and a good day to start any class. And in third year, you have lot of new subjects irrespective of your first year and second year classes. All important subjects you are learning in your third year. The advanced aspect of medical surgical nursing, pediatric nursing, a new subject, psychiatric nursing, another new subject, and research also you are learning in the third year. And about the nursing research, that is a part and parcel of the whole your career that you can combine with all the subjects you are learning. You can do research in theory and in your practicals, and for basic life also research is highly essential. That is the intention of learning nursing research in your syllabus. Today's class we are learning only the introductory aspect of research. We'll start with a question, because research always starts from a question. What is research? As per your knowledge and according to your studies up to +2 and gain 2 years in nursing, based on your knowledge, can you define or can you identify the meaning of research? Just take a piece of paper and write what is coming into your mind. Okay, now I always start my nursing research class by remembering 3 important persons, because they have contributed a lot to research. Now today is August 17th, and 2 days back we have celebrated our Independence Day, August 15th, and there was a great person behind that. This is none other than the father of our nation, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, we call as Mahatma Gandhi. He lived from 1869 to 1948. Why we have to remember Mahatma Gandhi when we start a class on research? And what is his contribution towards research? Because he has contributed a lot to the independence struggle and the freedom movement of India. But what is his role in research? At least you might have seen a picture of Mahatma Gandhi looking through a microscope. Now that picture is available when we think about the disease leprosy, and that is a classical picture, or the only one connection of Mahatma Gandhi with modern medicine He was looking at a microscope to see the organism that cause leprosy. You will be remembering, I was learned recently in your second year class, Mycobacterium leprae. That is one picture in our mind. But here I just want to tell a point that is a person who has written numerous books. Along with his struggle, along with his hard work, and even though there was no time, he found time to write books. And his famous book, as you know, My Numerous Experiments with Truth. He has mentioned that I simply want to tell the story of my numerous experiments with the truth, as my life consists of nothing but those experiments. So he is a person, a man, lived with the ideas, lived with the truth and honesty. That was the important values beholden by him. So the honesty and integrity is the personal values, and these are the values that is needed for any researcher also, because Gandhi experimented his life with the truth. That was a subject for his experiment. And every researcher, as a beginning researchers or as an experienced researcher, we should remember that all researchers need truth and honesty towards the subject, towards the community, and towards the science. Well, that is essential. We know that in the field of research, there are a lot of fraudulent work are going on. Numerous people steal data. They loot the ideas of others. They cut and paste the findings of others and as their findings. So this is the lack of honesty. This should not be there in research. So Mahatma Gandhi, the father of our nation, is the person who taught us the importance of truth and experimenting with the truth. So that is the first person we have to remember in our class before starting research class. As researchers, we have to be truthful, we have to be honest, and we should show integrity towards the profession and towards research. Now, who is the second person we should remember before starting our research class? This I will come to the second slide before going to the second person. Now just take that particular paper what you have written and just see few other meanings of research. Research means generating new facts, relationship, generalizations, principles and theories. So that all research involves. Now research does not indicate that it's always taking place inside the laboratories. As a plus 2 student or as a science student, whenever we think about the research, we always think about a laboratory, lot of glass equipments like pipettes, burettes, lot of chemical substances, burners, etc. But we are able to do research without these laboratories in the natural setting, like environment in the primary health centers and the quasi-natural settings like schools, industries, hospitals, etc. So wherever there is a possibility, where there is a subject indicates not only human beings, microorganisms, birds, animals, plants, all these things in the present in the universe is a subject for research. So from that, if we generate a new fact, a new relationship between variables. For example, as height increase, weight also increase. This is the relationship. Generalizations. For example, all human beings have blood. It's a generalization. Principles. We are developing a new principle and a new theory. That is the ultimate thing. New theory. For example, theory of gravity. So these type of generating this we call commonly as research. But see, the word meaning of research is researching, because a search will never end. It is a continuous process, and a science that is found now may not be right. What we think right today may become wrong tomorrow, and what we become wrong today may become a right tomorrow. And this is because of the continuous searching and in-depth analysis of the present phenomena. So researching, searching further and further, finding the fault in that, modifying or adding the findings to the present finding, and finding alternate fact. So these are all research. And even classifying the finding. The present findings are widely dispersed in many places. If we group all these findings present and classify that, that is also research. Now the third thing is activities and steps involved in finding an answer for the question raised by the researcher. I have mentioned in the beginning that research always starts with a question. So beginning researchers or experienced researchers, beginning researchers we call as novice researchers or experienced researchers, they should raise questions. Whenever you see something, we should ask the question why, what, when, where, how. So these are the 6 serving men for a researcher. Raise question and try to find an answer for this question also. Now if you raise question and stop, it's not research. We have to raise question, and it's not simple question, it is researchable questions, and find an answer for the researchable question. That activities and steps we call it as research. Again, gathering of data, gathering informations and facts for the advancement of the knowledge. That is the purpose. Advancement of the knowledge, benefit of the community, benefit of the people's patients. So these are the ultimate thing what we aim with the nursing research. So any gathering of data and informations for the advancement of the knowledge and developing body of knowledge we call as research. Finally, activities to solve a problem faced by researcher. So these are the different meanings we can give for research, but there are formal definitions are there for research that we'll discuss later. Now this is a second important person. We cannot call it as we are discussing it as a second person, But as far as we are concerned, is the primary person Florence Nightingale. He lived from 1820 to 1910. Is the pioneer of modern nursing, and the founder of modern nursing, and Lady with the Lamp. Again, why we have to remember the name of Florence Nightingale in the research class? And the answer is, there is no other person to remember other than Florence Nightingale in the beginning session, because her contribution towards nursing research is immense. What are our contributions? And that's again, we have to go back to the history of nursing. Florence Nightingale, we remember always her name as the Lady with the Lamp in connection with the Crimean War. And you will be remembering, this war involved several countries, and one of the important participants of the war was Britain. And in the military hospital attached to the Crimean war field, there are so many soldiers who are admitted with wounds and injuries, and majority of them died because of infections. So when Florence Nightingale took the charge of military hospital on the Crimean war field, the mortality rate among soldiers was 86%. That means when 100 wounded soldiers are admitted in the hospital, almost 80% were died because of the complications originating from the wound. So after taking the charge of the hospital, she has done a lot of interventions, that is cleanliness, because she is the first nursing theorist also, and she has developed a theory called environmental cleanliness theory. So that is a theory generation part of research. And what she has done is, she cleaned all the hospital environment, external environment and the internal environment. Thorough cleanliness of the hospital walls, floor with the disinfectant solution, patient's bed were cleaned, new linens were provided, and then cleaning of wound was done with the disinfectant solutions. Wound dressing was done, and the symptomatic care was given for the patients. So within a period of 6 months, the mortality rate was reduced to 4.2% within that period of 6 months. That was the result. So she has given an intervention called cleanliness, and she has collected the data before that. The time of joining, that was 84% of death. There was a remarkable reduction in the mortality rate from 80 to 4%. This was a significant reduction, and this is a research, and she has noted down all these findings and written a book called Notes on Nursing with the data. So that is the first research work done by a nurse, and the statistical work done by a nurse, and that is a first published research also by a nurse. And based on that, she has received the Statistical Society membership in the Canadian Statistical Society and the American Statistical Society. So this is the second thing. a dedication. That's an example all the researchers should remember. A researcher need dedication. A researcher should document their findings properly, and the findings should be communicated. So these are the three important points we have to remember from the great work of Florence Nightingale, the first nurse researcher and the first nurse theorist. Now, who is this? This is a picture of a very famous person. He was a pastor. He was a great scientist. He studied only very little, but he became father of an important branch of science, where majority of the research work is focused, and majority of the Nobel prizes in the field of medicine is given to this branch called genetics. So he is a father of genetics, Gregor Mendel. So what is his work? He has done the work on the plant called Pisum sativum, common pea plant, and he found out the ratio of transferring characteristics from parents to offsprings, and the ratio of 1:3:1. This is a very great important finding in that particular days. We have to remember he as a person with high school education, and he was a pastor, but he did this experiment. There are a lot of other researchers with a higher qualification also did the same type of experiment and came with somewhat similar findings also. The remarkable difference of Gregor Mendel with the other researcher is that he recorded all his research work, every day's work, in a notebook, and that is published later. That made him as a renowned scientist and the father of the important branch genetics, that is the most promising branch at present. So again, we have to note down that importance of documenting the finding, systematic way of doing research, and communicating the findings to others, and that later leads to utilization of research findings. Now these are the additional pictures. The person who has given Alexander Fleming. We have to always remember in connection with medical research. This slide was prepared for medical students also. Alexander Fleming, he has given all his life for research, developing. That we have to find that the most important aspect, milestone in the field of medicine, in the treatment part of patients, is the discovery of medicine, antibiotic. So this is the revolutionary findings with Alexander Fleming, and that's only because of his dedication to the field of science. So dedication and is another important thing we have to remember. And Louis Pasteur is also another important person, has a great dedication with a lot of research work, because he is a person along with Isaac Newton contributed a lot to the field of science and medicine with so many findings, because if his findings were not there, we will not be able to find even a vaccine, even many things for the foundation, germ theory. So all those things were found out by Louis Pasteur. And this is a fourth nursing person we have to remember. Fourth person you have to remember in the research class. The name of the person is Clara Mas. The name is not familiar to nurses or to any other scientific community. She lived from 1876 to 1901. That means that she died at the age of 25. So she was a nurse from United States of America, died at the age of 25. There is not much contribution to the field of science, but still we are remembering the name of Clara Mass in this class by sitting in 2020 in Amala College of Nursing. Why? What is the importance of Clara Mass? Remember, during this period, in later part of 1800, yellow fever was the most dreaded fever all over the country, especially in US. So there are so many treatment, dreaded disease like our COVID-19 at present. So many attempts were done to find an effective vaccine to prevent this, because the yellow fever has claimed millions of lives during that period, just similar to our COVID-19. Now we are able to familiarize with that situation that happened in the later part of 80s. So there are so many attempts were done to find a vaccine against yellow fever. For that, they want to study how the immunoglobulins are developed in a healthy person by introducing the antigen into the body of a healthy person. So they want to inject the organism into a healthy person's body, and they want to study how antibodies are developed against the antigen by injecting into the healthy person's body. Nobody volunteered for this particular study. Even those who are sentenced for death also not willing for this particular study. So during this time, Clara Mass was just a graduate nurse, just graduated after completing her nursing studies, volunteered herself for this particular study. So the organism was introduced into her body, and there are second time also she participated twice for the experiment. Organism was introduced into her body, and they started studying her body, how the antibodies were developing against the organism. But unfortunately, she died because of yellow fever. Now later we have developed a vaccine, and we have controlled yellow fever by developing vaccine, and that giving us the hope that the history says that we will develop a vaccine against the new pandemic COVID-19 also, and the human race will continue to succeed on all epidemic and pandemic. Now our Clara Mass unfortunately died because of yellow fever, and she is considered as the first nurse martyr for research. So we have to remember her name by sitting in this class now also, because her courage to participate in the research, even by knowing the consequence, so courageously she participated, and her dedication towards research. So these are some of the good values as a beginning researcher we have to learn and we have to cultivate. We have to be fearlessly dedicated work we have to do as a researcher. So by remembering these four important persons, the father of our nation, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, the first nurse researcher, Florence Nightingale, and a person who has given the importance of documentation and dedication, father of modern genetics Gregor Mendel, and a nurse martyr for entire research Clara Mass. We begin our class. Today we have learned only the introductory part and just the meaning of research. And today's class will stop now and we will continue the class with the definition and other aspect of nursing research in the next class.